The Ancient Mythologies of Peru and Mexico, exploring surviving historical accounts of the Americas, written by Henry Romano, narrated by Ryan Moorhen and Robbie Smith.
It is difficult to understand the neglect into which the study of Mexican and Peruvian mythologies has fallen. A zealous host of interpreters are engaged in the elucidation of the mythologies of Egypt and Assyria. But if a few enthusiasts in the United States of America be accepted, the mythologies of the ancient West have no following whatsoever. That this little book may lead many to a fuller examination of those profoundly interesting faiths is the earnest hope of one in whose judgment they are second in importance to no other mythological system. By a comparative study of the American mythologies, the student of other systems will reap his reward in the shape of many a parallel and many an elucidation which otherwise would escape his notice. Whilst the general reader will introduce himself into a sphere of the most fascinating interest, the interest in the attitude towards the eternal verities of the peoples of a new and isolated world. The origin of American religions. The question of the origin of the religions of ancient Mexico and Peru is unalterably associated with that of the origin of the native races of America themselves. Not that the two questions admit of simultaneous settlement, but that in order to prove the indigenous nature of the American mythologies, it is necessary to show the extreme improbability of Asiatic or European influence upon them, and therefore of relatively late foreign immigration into the Western Hemisphere. As regards the vexed question of the origin of the American races, it has been thought best to relegate all proof of a purely speculative or legendary character to a chapter at the end of the book, and for the present, to deal with data concerning the trustworthiness of which there is little division of opinion. The controversy as to the manner in which the American continent was first peopled is as old as its discovery. For 400 years, historians and antiquarians have disputed as to what race should have the honor of first colonizing the New World. To nearly every nation, ancient and modern, has been credited to the glory of peopling the two Americas, and it is only within comparatively recent years that any reasonable theory has been advanced in connection with the subject. It is now generally admitted that the peopling of the American continent must have taken place at a period little distant to the original settlement of man in Europe. The geological epoch generally assumed for the human settlement.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?